And
Charge 200.
This is brilliant.
Donna, bad day to drop the ball.
Charging 200.
Clear? Okay, he's back. 500 saline, get me an abdominal scan.
Ian Bridgewater, abdominal trauma suspected, intra-abdominal bleed. Miss Naylor, abdominal CT scan, please. And can we set up a separate triage point in the lobby?
I'm sorry, I need her here. Can you get that patient isolated? I don't want to risk cross-contamination.
For your information, there is a mobile decontamination unit in the car park with a queue of casualties stretching halfway around the block.
Okay, we'll start sending them through.
Look, we need to establish a system. We need to stick to it. If we all do our own thing, we will be swamped.
Severe inflammation of the eyes. If it was some kind of nerve agent, we'd have seen fatalities by now.
Oh, that's tempting fate.
Diane.
Hi.
What are you doing here?
Helping out my friends in an emergency, excuse me.
reports are...
Nurse Jackson, can we get this patient isolated, please? You're compromising our response here.
Why does his worship have to hang around? It's bad enough as it is.
Just get on with it, yeah?
There have now been 3.
Increase our throughput.
We need more isolation beds. I'm going to request access to another ward.
No, I need you here treating patients.
That's what I'm doing. Excuse me. Ms. Naylor. N-A-Y-L. Yes, we need more isolation beds. I'm sorry. No, I can't hold.
From the blast could have a wider geographical impact, according to latest weather reports.
Since when was she due back then?
Since she decides to help out her friends, apparently.
If this ever happens for real, I hope I ain't object.
Train hard, fight easy, you'd be okay.
It's a drill, it's not a war.
So that's the animal rights mob.
Well, let's hope we never have to do it for real.
Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you. Now then, first of all, I'd like to draw your attention to today's undercover assessment.
Thank you, Lord Byrne. We will be conducting detailed reviews with heads of department in Mr. Griffin's office, but there were a couple of things that we wanted to headline. First of all, Mr. Griffin, a perfect example of calm leadership under fire. Whereas, Mr. Durant, you might want to consider the importance of staying at your post. But I'm afraid our biggest note was on the lack of teamwork. Operations like today's stand or fall on our collective response. So if anyone has any comments on how we might do things better next time, now's the time to say. Anyone?
Yes, I'd just like to make a comment about isolation beds. I had the impression admissions hadn't thought it through properly. Perhaps it's something for the Strategic Health Authority to have a look at.
All right, thank you. Anyone else? No? Okay, well, then that's it. Thanks very much.
Keller will remain closed for cleaning until 11. In the meantime, Darwin will cover any non-elective surgery.
Lord Byrne, about the situation with isolation.
Oh, I'm sorry.
beds.
Could I refer you to Miss Lloyd? She seems to have everything in hand.
Absolutely, I just wanted to...
Miss Naylor, this rather exemplifies our concerns about teamwork, wouldn't you say? Would you excuse me? They're expecting me on Darwin.
Lord Byrne?
Congratulations.
On what?
You're inside track with Byrne.
The new and improved Diane Lloyd. Now with added ambition.
Don't worry, you're not the only one with no point from the German jury.
Ms. Naylor? This is Clint. He's visually impaired. He fell into the docks and hit his head on a boat. Massive degloving scalp injury. ED reckons he's going to have stitches in theatre.
Yeah, OK, stop.
Oh.
Yeah, they're not wrong. Clint who?
Eastwood, for all I know. He's the man with no name. No ID, no surname, no notes.
Hypertensive and bradycardia. He must be registered somewhere.
Cardboard City Residence Committee, I reckon. Donna!
Right, look, there's no sign of fractures. Let's get him prepped for theatre, please.
Leave it go.
It's all right, Doc, it's all right.
He's barely been conscious. He probably doesn't even know he's here. Actually, could you ask Mr. Byrne to join me on this one, please?
Joseph?
Yes. There are CT complications, and I would rather not ask Mr. Hope, seeing as it's his first day back, if I can help it. Thank you. Trioproline on the curved needle, please. Thank you. It's awful about Elliot's wife.
Yes, awful.
Do you think he should be here?
I don't know if it helps him cope. Actually, I'm not 100% happy about this. He's got bradycardia. His heart rate is very slow.
Would you like us to stop?
It's okay. All right, good job you called me.
Joseph, that was working the last time I checked.
Yes, of course. Sorry.
So, did you learn much from this morning?
Yes, I might need to revise my approach in certain areas. Think more independently. Yes, how was it on Keller? I heard you said something about a German jury.
I tried independent thinking. It didn't go down too well with your father. Our degloving injury's coming round if you wanted to take a break. Revised major incident protocol.
Principles of flexibility. Thinking outside the box.
Well, don't think yourself too far outside it. You might never get back in.
It's the whole point.
No sign. Tried the police, charities, Sally Army, the lot.
What's going on?
Oh, great.
What's happening? Where am I?
It's okay. You're in Holby City Hospital. You fell into a boat on the docks. I'm Miss Naylor, and Mr. Byrne is here as well.
BP's 90 over 60, pulse is 44.
Yeah, let me see.
Oh,
10 milligrams diamorphine, please. I'm afraid we had to stitch your head wound in theatre. You're going to be a bit sore for a few days.
no, I've already told you. No.
Told us what?
To leave me alone. What do you think?
Be quiet. This is a hospital.
No, I heard your voice. Probably doesn't know where he is. That's what you said.
Excuse me, am I right in thinking that you didn't give your consent to this procedure, Mr.
Richard Price Thomas. Richard Price Thomas. No. I have a living will. It's in my notes.
We don't have your notes.
I have a severe peripheral vascular disease. Do not resuscitate.
Mr. Price Thomas, you were semi-conscious. We had to do what we thought was right for you.
Right for me? I was in the docks. What do you think I was doing? Taking a swim? Come on in, the water's lovely.
No pulse beneath the groin. Maybe an embolus from arrhythmia. CT angiogram, please.
You're wasting your time.
Mr. Price Thomas, there were some slight problems in theatre with your heart.
Severe peripheral vascular disease. I just told you, mate.
I'd like to run some tests.
Oh, what,
Now-
you don't believe me now, do you?
No, are you happy for me to continue?
Happy? I am ecstatic.
It's obviously in the light of your living will.
Why don't you just do what you want to do, eh? That's what you've done so far.
Yes, I'm very sorry about that. An echo, please.
There's a slight delay.
An echo, please. An echocardiogram, please.
Joseph. Joe, look, I'm sorry. He was semi-conscious, delirious. He didn't even have any ID on him. What are you doing? Joe? Joe!
It's not an approved...
Joe? No. No, please don't do this to me. Please do not do this to me. Joe, please. Joe! Joe!
Mrs. Holmes.
Please don't do this to me, Joe. Come on. Okay. Okay. You're gonna be fine. You're gonna be fine. Come on. Come on, I need to get you up.
What happened?
Fentanyl happened. Who are you trying to kill? You or me?
Sorry.
Yeah, well, you will be if anyone sees you like this. Who are you playing at?
Don't.
Well, whatever it is, today is so not the day. So come on. Why fentanyl?
It calms me down. Stress.
Oh, you mean the exercise? Yeah, well, you're just a neurosurgeon. It's stressful. Look, I can't move you on my own. Do you want me to get some help?
No.
You just overdosed on
No
duty.
Promise. I'll just stay here for a bit.
And what if someone finds you?
No, you promise me.
Okay. I promise.
Just haven't had the
Miss Naylor, where's Joseph? We're due in theatre.
Sorry, I haven't seen him. Mr. Hope?
Excuse me. Sally Price Thomas, my husband Richard.
Yes, he's through there.
What was he doing in the docks?
I don't know. We managed to stitch the scalp wound and we're just waiting on some test results.
You must have some idea. Hasn't he said anything?
I think it's best if you speak to him yourself.
No. No, he wouldn't.
Please, can you excuse me for a moment? I'll be back.
Excuse me, could you help me with this door?
Mr. Hope? It's all right. I've spoken to maintenance. They said not to touch it, health and safety or something.
Okay, well, better leave it. Thank you.
I was sorry to hear about everything. How have you been?
Fine, yes. Thank you.
Joe!
Thank you.
Look, this is crazy. Make an excuse and go home.
I'll be fine. I just need to freshen up a bit.
Joe, how long have you been doing this?
Now and again.
There's a whole party pack in there. Look, it couldn't hurt to see a specialist.
Fine.
Just about this stress thing.
Fine.
Look, if you'd like me to speak to
Please,
someone...
absolutely not.
I know a guy in psychiatry.
Do you mind if I get changed, please?
No. Of course, sorry. What was the original cause of your blindness?
They never said. They thought it was something vascular.
Can you describe to me what you can see?
Oh, not a lot, really. It's still blurred. Shapes, colours.
It's like a miracle.
There's no such thing as miracles, love.
Well, what's this, then?
It's happened before. All right, I start to see shapes, I think. Perhaps I'll be able to see again, and then the colours just fade away.
I don't understand. When? Is there anything else you've forgotten to tell me?
Results of the angiogram.
I'm afraid the angiogram confirms acute thrombosis in the right leg. You have a blood clot we need to remove.
Could it be the vascular thing again? He has had a bit of a problem.
Obviously, we respect your decision.
Now, look, you've done your test. Let's just leave it.
What do you mean, leave it? She said you can have surgery.
2 miracles in one day, so... Now, why don't you just go and buy me a lottery ticket? Life doesn't happen like that.
Richard, what are his chances?
If we don't operate, the leg will go gangrenous.
Oh, brilliant.
Once it's gangrenous, the leg will need to be amputated.
Sally, no way.
Without an amputation, you're unlikely to survive.
Richard.
Gangrene, amputations, heart attacks. I am knackered, Sally. Whatever way you look at this.
No, they can sort you out. Am I missing something here?
I'll just have the morphine, please. Thank you. Sorry, Sal, I'm not going to have an operation. Sal! Sally!
Mr. Price-Thomas, there is at least a chance.
No.
Can you page the on-call ophthalmologist, please? And you best get in touch with the pain control nurse as well. Joseph? What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here.
His sight, what happened?
We don't know. It could be a blood clot in the arteries of the retinas. When he bumped his head, he could have dislodged it and have restored the blood flow.
The retina dies after an hour without blood.
Yes, well, it's academic if I can't convince him to have the surgery.
Could be psychosomatic.
Joe, you're off games. Just go home.
I hate lying, especially to Mr. Hope.
Then leave it to me. Did you get rid of the fentanyl? Fine, I'll do it. Look, if you want to keep this quiet, then you better get your backside into gear.
Ophthalmology Report. Sorry, it's a fascinating case. You don't mind me?
No, not at all.
Bartimaeus. The blind man in the Bible. Jesus restored his sight.
Right, mixed news, I'm afraid. Ophthalmology have confirmed that your sight has returned, but they can't guarantee that this isn't temporary.
Told you. So much for miracles, eh?
Whereas when I tell you that we can sort out your vascular problem...
I have a living will. It's in lawyer's ink. Is that not good enough for you? This is my time.
Mr. Price-Thomas...
Does it mean nothing to you? A person's right to die.
What about a wife's right to know?
I'll increase the morphine.